Welcome back to another fascinating episode on Historic Coin, the channel where every coin tells a story worth listening to. Today we're diving into the depths of one of Malaysia's most overlooked yet historically rich coins, the 1985 Malaysian 5-sen coin. At first glance, it may appear like a simple piece of everyday currency, but behind its modest face lies a treasure trove of history, design secrets, national symbolism, and untold economic tales. This isn't just a coin, it's a snapshot of Malaysia in the mid-1880s. Whether you're a serious collector, a lover of Southeast Asian history, or just someone who stumbled upon this tiny metallic relic, stay tuned. Because what we're about to uncover is far more intriguing than you'd expect. So grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and let's decode this historic 5-sen together. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at small coins the same way again. Historical background of Malaysia in 1985. To truly understand the 1985 Malaysian 5-sen coin, we need to rewind the clock to that specific year, 1985. This was a period of political stability under Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad, whose policies were rapidly industrializing the nation. The country was shifting gears from an agricultural base to a technology and industry-driven economy. There were new roads, high-rise buildings, and a bustling urbanization wave spreading through Kuala Lumpur and beyond. The economy was growing, and so was the national pride. Coins like the 5-sen, although small in denomination, were part of the everyday pulse of this growth. They clinked in the pockets of market vendors, taxi drivers, students, and office workers, symbols of a nation on the rise. Physical description and composition. The 1985 5-sen coin is made of stainless steel, giving it a durable, silver-gray appearance that resists corrosion and wear. It has a diameter of 18 millimeters and weighs around 1.41 grams. Small enough to forget in your pocket, but strong enough to survive decades. The edge is plain, with no ridges or milling. These characteristics were specifically chosen for practical purposes. Stainless steel was cheaper and more resilient than previous materials like copper-nickel, which had been used in earlier coin issues. This composition not only made the coin cost-effective for mass production, but also ensured it could handle Malaysia's humid, tropical climate without rusting or deteriorating quickly. The obverse design. The obverse side of the coin features the denomination 5 boldly at the center, with the word sen below it and the year 1985 right underneath. At the top arches the word Malaysia in capital letters. What may seem like a basic layout is actually a well-balanced design aimed at clarity, especially for people of different language backgrounds across the multicultural nation. On both sides of the central number are intricate Bunga Raya motifs, Malaysia's national flower, the hibiscus. These delicate floral patterns not only add an aesthetic charm, but also inject cultural pride into the design. The font choice is solid and legible, reflecting strength and unity, two key themes of the Malaysian spirit during that era. The reverse design and its symbolism. Flipping the coin over reveals something far more symbolic. The reverse side showcases the Parliament House of Malaysia, one of the most iconic buildings in Kuala Lumpur. Standing tall and proud, it's accompanied by the national crescent moon and star, symbolic of Islam, the country's official religion. This side of the coin radiates authority and national identity. Including the Parliament building on such a small denomination was a bold statement. Democracy and governance are for everyone, even the humblest citizen using a 5-sen coin to buy breakfast. It connects the common man to the nation's highest institutions. The artist behind the design. The mastermind behind this coin's design was Malaysian engraver and sculptor Mak Hon Kam. His work aimed to blend modern simplicity with deep cultural relevance. He wanted to create a coin that was easy to recognize, hard to counterfeit, and visually tied to Malaysia's roots. Every curve, line, and engraving was deliberately calculated. The hibiscus, the Parliament House, and the crescent moon weren't just random elements. They were part of a narrative Mak Hon Kam was telling about Malaysia, its governance, faith, and natural beauty. His legacy lives on through coins like these, quietly circulating through history. Rarity and circulation. Now comes the big question. How rare is the 1985 5-sen coin today? The answer might surprise you. Back in the 1980s, millions of these coins were minted. They were among the most circulated coins in Malaysia, especially useful for making exact change. But over time, many of these coins were withdrawn, melted down, lost, or simply forgotten. Today, finding a well-preserved 1985 5-sen in near-mint condition is becoming harder, especially one that hasn't lost its shine or detail. Collectors now value these coins not for their metal worth, but for their historical significance and nostalgic appeal. Economic value and collector demand. From a collector's perspective, the value of a 1985 5-sen coin isn't in its face value. It's in its story and condition. A circulated coin may be worth just a few cents, but a flawless, uncirculated example can fetch a higher price in numismatic circles. More importantly, collectors often seek to complete entire year sets of Malaysian coins, and the 1985 5-sen is a key piece. Some coin dealers list it as part of mid-80s series bundles, and if you have one in excellent condition, you're holding a slice of history that's gaining appreciation over time. It may not make you rich, but it will certainly make your collection richer. Errors and varieties. What really gets collectors excited are coin errors. And yes, the 1985 5-sen has a few known varieties. Some versions have slight misalignments in the central 5, off-center strikes, or tiny die cracks that make them unique. These minting anomalies are like rare genetic traits, making the coin even more desirable for those in the know. Some collectors have reported double die effects on the date or letters, which occur when the coin is struck twice unintentionally. Such rare variants can fetch significantly higher prices and are considered prized finds in Malaysian numismatics. Comparison with other years. When comparing the 1985 5-sen to its versions from other years, say 1973 or 1991, you notice subtle differences in design sharpness, font thickness, and even metal tone. These slight changes tell us about the evolving minting technology and aesthetic preferences of Bank Negara Malaysia, the central bank. Earlier coins used copper-nickel alloys, while post-1980s coins embraced stainless steel. The 1985 version stands as a bridge between the old and new, a kind of numismatic midpoint that holds both nostalgia and modernity in its design. Cultural role in Malaysian life. Back in 1985, a 5-sen coin had real buying power. It could get you a piece of candy, help pay for bus fare, or contribute to a bowl of noodles. Kids treasured these coins for saving up little by little, while adults relied on them for exact change in the bustling markets. It was more than currency. It was a companion in everyday transactions, and because of its small size, it became a common sight tucked into coin purses, drawers, and car ashtrays. The 5-sen was small, yes, but mighty in its presence across Malaysian households. Coin care and preservation. If you're lucky enough to own a 1985 5-sen coin, taking care of it can significantly boost its longevity and value. Avoid cleaning it with harsh chemicals. This can damage the coin's surface and reduce its appeal to collectors. Instead, store it in a dry, cool environment, preferably in a plastic coin holder or capsule. If it's already dirty, a gentle rinse with distilled water and a soft cloth can help. The goal isn't to make it shine like new. It's to preserve its historical integrity. A coin with natural patina often holds more value than one that's been over-polished. Global appeal of Malaysian coins. While the 5 sen coin may seem like a local treasure, its charm reaches international collectors too. Many numismatists around the world have a special fascination with Southeast Asian coins due to their blend of colonial influence and native artistry. Malaysia's currency system is relatively young compared to Europe, making it a dynamic field for discovery. The 1985 5 sen coin has crossed oceans into collections in Europe, the US, Japan, and Australia. It's a proud ambassador of Malaysian history and design on a global stage. So there you have it. The 1985 Malaysian 5 sen coin, a small metallic circle that carries a giant legacy. From its elegant design and symbolic reverse to its cultural impact and rising collector value, this coin deserves much more recognition than it gets. It tells a story not just of money, but of Malaysia itself, its people, its growth, its pride. If you have one of these coins in your possession, consider yourself lucky. And if you don't, maybe it's time to start hunting. Thanks for watching Historic Coin. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another fascinating journey into coin history. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and always treasure the past in your palm.